quick futures update. Going to talk about what potential trade opportunities out there on the ES, the CL, so E-minis, the crude, and gold. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to try to keep this under 5 minutes if we can. I think I can do it. In fact, I know I can do it. Let's go straight to the point here. What are we looking at on E-minis? We've got a 4-hour bias that's long. We've got a 30-minute bias that's short. I do think there's still some upside here in the S&P. I know folks are thinking we're bottom's just about to fall out of this, but you guys have to remember, don't fight the trend. Stop fighting the trend. I've had people calling the top since we were at 28.50. So it's a fool's errand. Let the trend, if it's going to roll over, it rolls over, and if we're long and it rolls over, we're going to be wrong, and that's okay, because we're always going to be wrong in trading. There's going to be that point where we're wrong. That's why we use money management. That's why we use stop losses, right? And then eventually the trend will show us to go short, and if the trend is short, then we'll short the market. But until then, don't fight the damn trend. All right. Anyway, so what are we looking at? So we've got a long bias, 4-hour, 30-minute bias is short right now. This will probably cross over prior to the regular trading hours beginning. So if this stays up, if we stay up here above 36.65, our moving averages will cross, and check that before you start trading for the day. If you've got technically right now, with a long bias on the 4-hour and a short bias on the 30-minute, that tells us not to trade. If this stays up, though, we may see this crossover, so check your bias on the 30-minute for the ES. What I'd be watching here is really this 36.70 area. If we break and close above 36.70, we can pretty comfortably look at longs at that point for breakouts. If you're looking to go short, we're down here at 36.50. If we break below that, look for shorts on 36.50. Right now, the BTX method is telling us to stay on the sidelines because we've got a mixed bias. Do with that what you will. If the bias stays mixed, then obviously you're not looking for trades. Okay. Over on crude, we've got a long bias, 4 hours long, 30 minutes long. So we've got a confirmed long bias on crude. That means we're going to be looking for long trading opportunities. Long opportunity looks like this. It's the market pulling back. It's making lower highs and lower lows, lower highs and lower lows, pulling back. And then we play a breakout in the direction of the trend, just like we saw yesterday. There's potential opportunity yesterday. First one, right as the new session kind of got underway here, we see lower highs, lower lows. Price did peak up, would have touched you in here and taken you out for a loss, and then later on would have touched you in here again, and we can see that one would have come out. So you'd have lost what is that, 30 some odd ticks to gain 70 ticks here. So you would have netted about 40 ticks on that yesterday. Same thing, still looking for pullbacks. So market to make lower highs, lower lows, and then play a breakout of that previously closed lower high. As far as just straight breakouts occur, we're kind of beyond it right now. This 47.35 would have been the area to look at for just a straight breakout on crude. So at this point, I would say be patient. Let the market pull back, and then if we can break back above this this 47.35 area, then we could look for continued longs there, or just use the BTX method. Let the market pull back, and if the market continues to pull back, then play it on a breakout of that previously closed lower high. If it just keeps falling, then don't do anything. Right? It's easy. The last one over here, gold. Gold, same thing. We're in a mixed bias on gold. The 4 hours short, 30 minutes long. So got a mixed bias on gold. Yesterday we had short bias. It was confirmed short bias. Market pushed up, and then looking for a breakout of that previously closed higher low, and we can see how that moved on for about 5 points right there. So yeah, gold today though is a mixed bias, so we're gonna put a big X on gold and not do anything until that bias comes back into a confirmed direction. All right, so that's it for me for the morning. There's some opportunities, some trade ideas for you in the futures market. trade safe no matter what you're doing. Use a stop loss. Don't fight the trend. And I think that's my only advice for the day. All right.